And folks, if you want to, you can do both strings at once or one at a time. Does not matter. Good. But you gotta have readers or a giant. Red one's gonna go on the right side, folks. If you're wondering about the method to the madness, the easiest thing to do is the furthest one goes to the furthest thread spool goes to the closest needle. And you know, get the drift, folks. But I cannot see that worth anything. Ah, come on, focus, focus. I guess somewhere it's nap time. But folks, I'm doing the magnifying glass for me, folks. So I'm sorry, and it still's not working. Well, you're gonna see the struggles of the mechanics, folks. It's not like a CNC. Bear with me. Get some light on the action. Arthur's coming to visit you. Shit. Oh, you guys. You got what you asked for. Well, some of you did not. That was a bad joke, folks. Bear with me just 1 second, folks. Old people sing songs about arthritis, and then young people look at them like, oh, they crack their bones all the time, up and down, and they just giddy up. Nope, that's not the same, boys. Get this right. All right. Hang tight, folks. Enjoy the break. Folks, if you're listening to music, hopefully I want to do a quick shout out to all the people that are busy working today, and They said to say, I'm not kidding you not, this is what they said, folks. The call to action is to have a good day. And to and most people are just thump, 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 as fast as they can. Wow. That one's better than the other one. And they're like, nobody subscribes. It's like 0.001. And I'm like, whoa, that's the creators. No kidding, it really is. And folks, I kid you not, the subscribers that subscribe, that have fun with watching the channels grow, and the creators know this quite well, because they really, well, it's exciting, folks. That's all there is to it. I'm actually going to change that one right there on the top, so they stayed at the same speed. Some of you might understand what that is, and the tension helps it too. But what are we going to use? Well, that kind of looks like a navy blue. Is it? Yeah. You guys can see this way better than I can. Navy blue, or this one. Oh, no. I think that might have been a mouse. Or that one. Or even add spool to. Any shouts, anybody? Hey guys, I can't see the I got the print so small, and I got the cam giant and the font small. Go figure. You just tell it what to do nowadays, I guess. But folks, shout! What are we gonna do here? Because I'm gonna sew on a piece of paper, and then we'll get to fixing the pocket on the jacket. Oh, that's pretty shiny. That's nice too, actually. Really nice. I think I'm liking that better. But we don't want to do white. White's out. But for starters, because we're just going to practice and run this out, let's just run this out to start. Or we could do black or navy on. Oh, yeah. Everybody loves blue. Come on, people. Yes, blue. Blue. Can't tell? Go Blues. Who said that? Go Blues. Easy, Chicago. I did say go Blues. I'm not singing it yet. Folks, let's put the blue. Let's do the blue. And if you're curious, or you're just stopping by, thumb. Look, what we're doing, folks, is we're put 2 threads and we're gonna see what the different pattern is that we have. And this little cover keeps sticking every time, and I need to clean it. The little cover keeps sticking every time. And folks, if you can tell, one side is smoother than the other side. And that one, the little piece right here has the little dimple, and it actually does push down. It does push down on the small spool. If any of you are curious, don't get rid of that. I have found humans Don't do that. Well, we're actually getting ready for the big money. The money clip. The money clip. Yeah, that'll work. We can actually do it like that. We don't need to, let's see, where do we got it set on? Tension. Folks, let's just look at something right away. What do we have here? Tension. A few pieces of paper? I don't know. I know some of you are already screaming at the PC or your phone, probably. Then we have the needle position. Well, what does the needle position even mean? When you have a double, come on, focus. When you have a double needle, double thread, double needle, what does the needle position mean? Or does it matter? Yeah, it does matter, or you will just destroy everything and it won't be a pleasant day. And I'm only saying this because what we're actually doing right now, we're not supposed to be doing. So if you do this to if you do this to grandma's sewing machine, you're just going to be in big trouble if you do this to grandma's sewing machine, because she's going to tell grandpa, and grandpa's just going to run you down the hall, down the hall through the wall hall. But here's what we have, folks. And no, it will damage everything. And I will show you this right here. It will just ruin that. And it'll bend everything. We don't want that. And I'm not going to hit the foot or do any, settings. I'm just going to go ahead and let them go through. Oh, come on. Don't catch that before I put a foot on it. Before we put a foot on it, let's just go down and grab the, hey, what's going on? Who has been in here? Who has been in here? Oh, I guess that was me. All right, folks. Quit yammering and pay attention to what's going on. Heading down. What in the world do you think just happened, folks? I'm going to zoom in, and then I'll pull that up and show you. And that, oh, do I got my... I've got my giant eyeballs on, folks, so it's kind of difficult for me to look at the phone or even pay attention. But we're going to get to the paper here in a minute, folks. Calm down. Easy. And no, I'm sorry, I'm not making any more blue jean jackets for anybody. I'm not making any more double padded jackets right now for anybody. At the present time. But see what we have here, folks? And then we're going to throw some patterns on a few pieces of paper. And I should actually just go ahead and start with a, you know what? I wanted to do the paper so you can see, but let's go ahead and I'm gonna get something different so it'll be easier to see. A real piece of linen, because I don't want to do that, because I know that professional sewing stresses people are actually different than the people that fix the sewing machines. I'm the sewing machine gear fixture man. I don't know, engineer, person that drives the little choo-choo or makes it work, or when you bring it to me and I can fix it. type of thing. And then I can make things too, like blue jean, cool stuff, and suits. Hang tight, folks. All right, folks, we're gonna just go for it here because we don't have. Excuse me. How do you want to snip that out? Because I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the jacket. And fix the pocket, and they're gonna get a double. They don't mind getting a double stitch. So bear with me, folks. Folks, look, we got a pocket. That's blown out. And we're going to go ahead and just use the double stitch on it. But real quick, I'm going to go ahead and snip the. You can see it. We're going to look for a stitch like that. Folks, I don't want to knock the tripod over. And I did want to set it on the X. And then I'm just going to grab you real quick, show you where the settings are and what we have. Whoop. Oh, nasty. Don't drag their jacket on the floor. Lion, you getting the dog hair over, little buddy? Folks, for the clip, I'm going to send them. Not all the dog hair. Oh boy, hold on, folks. Not the dog hair. here's what we have, folks. 2 double thread. Let's check our tension. And if it's not looped around, folks, it will just be not pleasant. So if you are curious, needle position is set to 0. Or I mean, center, left or right, center 0. Tension is normal. For something like this, you can get away with 2, 3, 1 even. Easy now. I did say that. But we'll go ahead and put it up here where everybody likes it. Width. Yeah, folks. Width. Do we want width? Look what happens when I move the width. Can you see my shaky? So if you had the answer, what was the answer to the answer to width be? Width is always set to 0. Whenever you're using, I don't know, I need easy on the fingernails, folks. Whenever you're using the, I was just inside of the old sewing machine there. Whenever you're using anything other than a single needle, the position is 0. Yes, it is. Length is something we're working with. And here, which is the coolest thing ever, folks. Yes, we can achieve all of these except for that we can do that without the, no, we can't. Yes. 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 Watch. Yes. 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 This one is a really neat one, folks. I'm kidding you not. It's a nice one. We'll do this on something here in a minute. This one right here, I think is the best. But we're actually just going to do, since it's their jacket, I don't want to ruin their jacket totally because they're going to wear this. We're going to keep it on single. Yes. No blue. Folks, we're not going to do the, we're not doing the AI on the sewing machine. But we are going to bring up the, wait a second. That's the, can't you tell it's the, well, some of you are going to get fired for doing something like this today, I guarantee it. But I wanted to show you guys the centimeters here. This, folks, here is all we need. And we can put it, we can start it out here. Folks, we can even start it here. Yeah, folks. Or, watch, folks. Look this. A lot of you are already, some of you, you sewers, some of you sewers already know this, that when you do this, ding, ding, you can make that puppy go backwards. Yeah. So you can actually use this knob in one hand. And I don't know, maybe I am telling you something that you already don't know. Yeah, maybe some of you seasoned sewing machine folks don't know that you can actually use this knob as a forward and reverse drive right here. When you get to 0, all you got to do is bump it, and it'll go backwards, folks. Instead of rolling your, if you want to. But either way, I just thought I'd share that with you folks. Well, let's start out right here. I'm not going to go backwards. Just one bump backwards, so I can actually hold that like that. But you don't want to do this, folks. You do not want to do the, you don't want to do this while you're jamming the pedal up and down, or you'll break something. I did want to add that. Geez, everything I'm telling you, every shortcut I'm telling you, if you don't do it correctly, you're going to damage the equipment. That's the, they call it a discloser for some reason. Instead of a disclaimer, it's a discloser. But folks, don't damage your machine. Anything that you do, anything that you do that's a shortcut, you could possibly damage the machine. So don't do the click, click back. And that one will be a commercial break. I like that one. I think we can do that. It's just not going to work. I'm sorry, folks, if you hung on for all this crazy stuff. I am going to edit all this out. And, no, I'm not going to tell one of the secrets, but one of the secrets is if you're making, you can get to the editing program a little quicker when you do, I'm not going to tell you, that's a secret. Some of you just caught on to what I'm said. Can some of you folks see the see what the red was doing on the tension? How I was talking about them keeping up. You do have to keep an eye on that. But look what happened here, folks. There's 3 colors in there. And I'll go over it one more time. I'm going to shorten up the red a little bit so it stays a little tighter in the arm there. So bear with me, folks. If you're hanging on this long, there's actually 3 threads right here, folks. I have 3 threads, and we're just repairing a pocket. And I was just showing the what you can do, even to have fun with it. A lot of you already know this. And yeah, folks, we're just sharing the well, that green is actually the toughest one, it looks like. I don't know. They all are when they're together. Folks, I'm going to change to the metal foot so it actually pushes on the fabric a little more because it has a little aggressive part on it. And that'll tighten things up a little bit. And yes, we don't want that. We don't see how well, you can feel how it is, folks. If you're curious and you're just starting to sew, or you've been sewing, you already know where the what the foot's doing. And we're not going to get into that. That's going to really make a lot of people mad. I'm not going to get into the timing part of things, folks, but and since I don't want to run it through and mess it up, whoops, see, I don't want to mess it up. Bink. But this is where it needs to be. And if you leave that up like that, folks, it's just gonna travel down the down your work, and you don't want that. So that actually should be out of your work. But let's run through the pocket one more time, straight. And now you saw how aggressive that foot was when I touched it. It'll do the same for the fabric, and this isn't going to slide so much, so it'll grab it and pull it a lot better. And no, that actually already looks like the but it's not, folks. This is not actually a double thread at a time. This is someone did it by single thread, and they're pretty darn good. Look at that, folks. I'm going to hold on to this back here. You can already see, folks, the red's already... I'm going to go ahead and tighten the red up with my finger. I'm not going to move the camera because enough of the... I don't want it too tight, but I am going to push down on the red so it tightens up that a little bit. and we're in forward motion. So let's see. I can tighten that one up a little more. 5, 1, 2, 3. No, I have to move that one. Let's take off with it, folks, to see what it does. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to touch it. And look at that, we ran out of our test thimble. Not thimble, bobber. I think that'll work. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. I didn't flip that over. Help up. You're going to get a repair with the a red thread. You get the gist, folks? Isn't that cool? Boy, that should be more on a Christmas pocket. I guess that's what you can call it. But that's the part that, oh, I totally missed that. What in the world did you do? You missed it. Well, that's actually the pull line right here, folks. The pull. So they're probably going to rip it down to here, and it won't be a big deal. Folks, it might be possible that I can get the rest of this other pocket. Now, I could flip it over and sew it that way. But who wants to do that? Then you can't see it. Forget that. All right, folks, enough of it. I'm already a little bit late for doctor appointment. And let's get you back over under the other side of the pocket. Folks, we're on the other side of the pocket. And I'm just going to back up to the zipper. Back up to the zipper. And no, I don't want to. Ooh, that is kind of bad, though. I don't. Can you see that right here? Oh, it's telling me I'm out of time. My timer's telling me I got to go. But folks, this right here, I'm going to pass this up. I'm going to get on the other side of it. So it's pulling on this side right here instead of this side. Yep. Yep. Okay. And then it may last, a month or so. So it's not being repaired correctly, folks. Backing up to the zipper. I'm going to hold on to here. I know. Don't be screaming at me. But I do want to shout out to some sewing elders who have, what a grimy arm. Has that grimy arm been in the way the entire time? I am so sorry, folks. I call them sewing legends. And, no, every lady knows how to sew. Get over that, everybody. But I'm talking about grandma's sewing, folks. there's some special meemaws out there. You know what I mean, folks. Special meemaws. A lot of you know who they are, so I'm not gonna name names, but y'all know who you are. So, folks, let's see if we can bust these 3 threads out, and I gotta go. I know, folks. This is the money shot. This is what you wanted to see. Thank you, Meemaws. And you know your initials. I'm not going to count you out. I mean, I'm not going to call you out because nobody likes that because you know who you are. Don't even have to say nothing. All Meemaws right close by, everywhere around. Love you. Even the ancestors I'm missing. Have a blessed day, folks. This is a double. I'll get that on. I can't see. I got to go, folks. Late. This is a recap on the clips coming up. Double needle. Oh, I need to start out saying this. Do not do this to your sewing machine, folks, because it's not a good idea. What I did today was threw a double needle in it. And with a navy blue bottom spool. And here's what I had to do to the top, folks. I had to keep Mickey Mousing with this, pushing it down to get the tension right on this. Oop, and it pulled back up. Well, I had to keep after it, folks. In the green. So, coming up for holiday clips coming up, folks, over the summer for movies that are not even coming out yet. And but there's going to be some highlights for all the Meemaws. Have a blessed day.